Hey everyone, we're the Violet Reality and we're testing our new portable vlogging setup and we found a Prince symbol on the wall behind us. So we thought this would be a good place to do it. So you know that we love Prince, obviously, and you know some of the videos that we've made talking about the music that we love, but you probably don't know that much about us. And so today's video, we're going to change that. So the title of this video is 10 Facts About the Violet Reality. We didn't do this, I promise. Hey everyone, we're the Violet Reality. My name is Casey Rain.
And I am Camilia. Loads of people have been asking us certain questions in the comments.
We are approaching, I think, 6,000 subscribers as we film this video. As we go all over the world, whether it's Minneapolis and Paisley Park and LA and working on the film that you know that we've been working on if you follow us, people have started to recognize us and they say, hey, you're those two people from YouTube. And that's really, really cool when that happens. So we thought, you know what? Maybe it's time that we told you a little bit more about ourselves.
I laugh a lot and I also cuss a lot, so there's a fact about me.
That was not one of the facts.
I know, but I should have gone in training with Prince and not cuss. Okay, time for the facts now.
1. For the first fact, we'll give you some context. People keep asking us this for ages and ages and ages, and we never commented on it because we didn't really understand why it was important or why people wanted to know. But I guess that doesn't really matter why people wanted to know. People are just interested in other people, I guess. So fact number 1, we can officially confirm after all this time that we are a couple.
We are?
There you have it.
Used to be, you know. Yeah, we've been together for quite some time, so yeah, we're a couple. Duh, we're always together. I mean, isn't that obvious?
Some of you probably knew, some of you probably didn't know, but there you have it. It is true.
Side fact, Kim's very sarcastic all the time.
That's also not one of the facts.
I know, but I'm doing
Kim
side
keeps
facts.
throwing in bonus facts.
Yes. Bonus!
Bonus facts. 2. We live in a city called Birmingham, which is the second biggest city in the UK. It's in an area called the West Midlands, which, as the name suggests, is right in the middle of the UK. So if you are in a different country and you have a map, you can stick a pin right in the middle of the UK and you'll probably be fairly close to Birmingham, where we are. And side note for all the Americans watching this, it is Birmingham, it is not Birmingham. But
also, it's not Birmingham, Alabama.
That's what I'm saying. Birmingham, not Birmingham. Hey, you guys pronounce it wrong.
But they're Birmingham. The American Birmingham can be Birmingham because they have one in Alabama, so it's fine. It's all fine.
Yeah. You can say it however you want to say it, but if you come here and say it, it's Birmingham.
Who cares anyway?
So this is where we live. But Kim is actually originally from...
Finland.
What?
Holland, I'm from Holland.
You just disrespected your country by not claiming it.
No, I'm from Holland, Finland. Wow, no, I need to do that again. That was not a good joke. I'm from Holland, and this also makes me bilingual, so I speak multiple languages. I speak Dutch, a little bit of French, English, and German.
And just to clear it up, because it's the first question that anybody asks whenever they find out that Kim is from Holland, she is from nowhere near Amsterdam.
Nope.
Literally the other side of the country.
I'm from the countryside in Holland, so there you have it.
3. Our favourite musicians and artists of all time are Prince. You probably knew that.
No, really? What?
This guy?
Who's that? Who is...
This guy? Yeah, this guy.
Don't know who that is. Never heard of this person before in my life. Who is this?
Aside from Prince, we also love Michael Jackson, 9 Inch Nails, The System, loads of people.
I love Selena. Selena Gomez. Oh my god. If we're talking about Selena, we're going to talk about Selena Quintanilla Perez. Not Selena Gomez.
Yeah.
So the first Selena that there was. Very tragic what happened to her, but yeah, I've loved her ever since.
Other artists we love are Guns N' Roses. Love Guns N' Roses. Love Nirvana. Our favourite producers of all time is probably Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. So literally anything that Jam and Lewis produced, from Janet to SOS Band and Change and Alexander O'Neill and Sherelle and the whole Minneapolis sound. That's
Ooh.
what we love.
I also really, really love George Michael and Wham. That's what I grew up on. And I really like Jermaine Stewart. Also, why do I like people that like passed away super young? It's really sad. Like both Jermaine Stewart and Selena passed away really, really young.
We also love funk, so Zap, Cameo, Parliament Funkadelic, Gap Band, James Brown, just anything funky, that's our jam.
We love reggae as well, though, and like electronic music. Just like we like a bunch of music. We also love newer acts like Pale Waves and the 1975 and all that kind of stuff. And Fickle Friends are great too. There's just so many people out there that are good. So like our music taste is quite wide. Which
We
is
should
nice
probably
to have.
make a Spotify playlist for the people watching.
Yeah, if you want
If you're
that, let us
watching,
know.
if you're watching, would you like to see a Violet Reality Spotify playlist? If so, we will make one.
But we also really liked Taylor Swift's 1989 album.
That's
like,
a great
I'm not
album.
a huge fan of her, but I liked that album.
That's a great album. Joni Mitchell, love Joni Mitchell.
Oh my god,
as well.
yes, Joni.
Amazing.
Ooh, Whitney
Amazing.
Houston is great too. And oh god, there's so many good people that passed away recently. Aretha Franklin's amazing. Shaka Khan is amazing. We saw her live.
Yep.
So many people. There's just too many people to talk about. Like we missed a bunch of them, but yeah, that's
We
our
love
music
a
taste.
lot of different music, so there you have it.
4,
Speaking about musical acts that we're really big fans of, we also absolutely adore Ashley O. I mean,
Ashley O. If you watch Black Mirror, then you will get that reference. If you don't watch Black Mirror, then you will not get that reference. But fact number 4 is about our favourite TV shows, and Black Mirror is definitely one of them.
also love Stranger Things. A really good show that we've watched recently is Sex Education. That bleeped.
Go say again.
We also love Stranger Things. Really good show we discovered recently is Sex Education. Another really good show we discovered recently is One Day at a Time.
We just watched a show on Netflix called Russian Doll
Yep.
with Natasha Lyonne, also from Orange is the New Black. Great show. Definitely watch that. Pretty much everything we just said is a Netflix show. So in true millennial cliche stereotype, we do pretty much only watch things that are on Netflix.
Excuse me, I do not believe in millennials. Goodbye. I'm not a millennial.
Totally are.
I'm not. No,
Totally are.
no. Do not believe in them.
Yeah, if it's not on Netflix,
Doctor
Then-
Who is amazing. That's on TV.
we love Doctor Who. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's pretty much the only non-Netflix thing. Mostly we just watch Netflix. So there you have it.
Like most other people these days, I guess.
5,
We are both also musicians. I am a songwriter and producer and vocalist and DJ, and Kim is a singer and songwriter, and we are working on our debut EP at the moment. I have been involved in lots of different musical projects over the years. I was signed to Sony and Universal and Virgin with Swami, which was the band that I was in up until a couple of years ago, and we did a bunch of different albums. And now I'm DJing quite a bit. Got a radio show that I'm doing with my cousin, and we are working on our Violet Reality EP, so stay tuned for that. That's coming.
6,
Our favourite holiday that we've taken together is probably the 6 weeks that we spent in LA at the beginning of 2018. End of 2017, beginning of 2018. We were there across New Year's Eve and Christmas, and that was just a really, really fun holiday for us. So.
It was like, the best thing about LA for me is that, one, there's lots of palm trees, so it's amazing to be there. And then two, beaches are good, and just like the vibe in it. Because, you know, but people that live in the UK, like all of the people that live in warmer countries don't have this, and I'm slightly envious of you because I really like summer. But UK gets like maybe like 3 days of summer, and then that's it. Rest is rain and grey skies and all that. So yeah, the sun is a nice change of weather for us, I guess.
Yeah, we really love LA, and we've been there quite a few times, but usually you only get to go for like a short amount of time because it's so expensive to get your accommodation and your flights and everything. So that 6-week trip that we took, we were actually staying with friends for a big chunk of it, so it cost us a lot less. And to be there for like 6 weeks straight was just really, really cool, and we had a great time. So yeah.
7,
We are both vegan. I've been vegan for 10 years. Kim's been vegan for 5.
Ish, yeah.
5-ish, yeah.
Ish.
4,
4.5 or something.
4.5,
yeah.
5, something like that. And the reason that we are vegan is very simple. It's just that we don't want to contribute to the factory farming and harm of animals. And we believe that it's the best choice for your own health as well. So we try not to be too preachy about it, but if people want to ask us about it, then we're happy to talk about it. So me being vegan for 10 years is pretty crazy because there wasn't as many options when I first became vegan as there are now. So it's much easier to be vegan now. So
Depends on where you live, though, because like it really depends on which country you live in, how big your vegan community is, and then obviously some people will be vegetarian in the comments, some people will eat meat and all that. So it's like it just depends on where you live. Like in a lot of countries, being vegetarian is way more common than being a meat eater, and then in other countries, being vegan is more common than vegetarian, that sort of thing. So it just depends on like the community that's in your country, whether there's like loads of options for you to have that diet that you have.
yeah,
So,
I think in the UK now it's and the US it's definitely easier than
Yeah.
it ever has been, which is why every year there's like a lot more people becoming vegan. So yeah, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
8,
As any proper millennial would, we, which is fact number
8.
met on Twitter. Believe it or not,
Yes.
we did. We met on Twitter. We
did.
are the classic couple that's like, ooh, I slid into your DMs and like I met you then and da, da, da. That's us, literally. But like one of the first couples that probably did that, because sliding into someone's DMs only became popular a few years
That was
ago.
not a phrase when
I
we did
know!
it. We're pioneers. At least we didn't meet on Tinder.
Yikes. Ooh, sorry! Oh my god!
Sorry to anyone watching that actually met on Tinder. I'm sure that people meet on Tinder and go on to have long, fulfilling relationships.
See, I just go yikes because, like, it depends on, like, what you set your Tinder to. I guess, like, I've only heard stories. I've never been on Tinder myself, but it really does depend because you will come across a bunch of people that have profiles. They're basically just looking for, like, one-night stands and whatnot. But if you do come across someone on Tinder that's looking for a long-term relationship. I had to get out of shot here because I had to laugh. That's looking for, like, a long-term relationship. Then obviously it's incredible. So yeah, it just depends on like what kind of people you come across, and I feel like the older you are now, tell me if I'm wrong about this, but like the older you are and you're on Tinder, the less like people that are not serious about it you will get. Like people that are a little bit older tend to look for more serious relationships just because they've already been through all of that shit of like, you know, having fun and like making Tinder profiles like, oh, look at my thing, and like here's all my gym photos and all that kind of stuff, you know.
Gym photos.
Yeah.
I'm lost. Anyway.
This is so superficial sounding of me now, though. Oh my god, that's bad. But you know what I mean. Like, there's some people on Tinder that deliberately make fake profiles just to find people, like catfish type of people. And those are always the people that will have, like, overly edited photos of them in the gym and shit like that. So that's what I'm talking about.
Right. That makes sense.
9,
The next place that we want to go for a holiday or vacation, not that we get to take too many of those, is Hawaii.
Is it? Well, I'd like to go there too, but I have another one for you.
You
I
do?
really want to go to Tokyo.
Tokyo.
Like, really,
so yeah,
really
so
badly.
so Tokyo and Hawaii, which are both like pretty far from England in like,
It's like,
different
eh.
directions. Either we go woo, all the way that way, or we go all the way that way.
Which one should we do first?
I say Hawaii.
I say Tokyo. Like, oh my god, like a few people that I follow on Instagram that I've been friends with from like back in my high school days went there, and I just, oh my god, like the photos and the environment's just, wow.
It's so expensive to get to either of those places from
Yeah.
here because they're both super far, like flights.
See, I also really want to go to New Zealand, but that's pretty far as well because we'd have to fly out to the States and then to New Zealand.
That's like the longest possible flight you could take from the UK is to New Zealand. I think
You'd also be the furthest away from anyone ever, which must be fun.
you're not far away from Australian people.
Oh, yeah. But we have loads of friends in Australia, so I'd like that. Then you could just like do a little holiday where you go to New Zealand, then Australia, then you come back again to the US, and then you come back again to the UK.
So Hawaii, Tokyo, New Zealand.
Yeah.
That's our list of our holiday list.
So
I
random.
guess.
We are now a travel channel, everyone. Watch
Yep.
out for that.
Yeah. If anyone wants to like book us some flights to any of those places in return for some YouTube promo, then
Oh my god.
slide up in the email.
This is like the worst flippin' travel agency ever. It's like, book us a flight. We'll promote your thing, but after you book us the flight. Oh my god.
It's never going to work.
God,
It's never
what
going
a
to
bad
work.
travel agency, honestly.
It's really never going to work.
10,
The final fact.
Oh,
the
wait.
final countdown.
I was jumping into that. Oh, haha! Now I gave away that we have all of our facts written down because otherwise we would totally go sideways and add more ones in because we could keep talking for like hours basically. But yeah, so there's
Fact number 10. We're making a film. So you may have seen on Twitter, if you follow me on Twitter, that over the last few months, a few of my tweets had a hashtag which was hashtag the Violet Reality are making a movie.
How do you make a hashtag with your hands? Like, kind of like that. Like,
Hashtag the Violet Reality are making a movie. So it is true, we are making a movie. Our production partner in London found us through our YouTube channel, came to Birmingham, had a meeting with us and said, do you want to make a film with me? And we said yes. And we flew out to the US a few months ago. We were in Minneapolis and LA and Memphis and Vegas with our big bag of camera stuff. And we started filming. All we can tell you for now, because we aren't going to give too much away.
We can't really give anything away. We're just gonna say we're just gonna say this. I'm not letting you talk about this because you will give too much away. So the only thing that we're gonna say here is subject of it you will be very familiar with. That's it. That's all we're gonna say. No, zip it. I'm not saying anymore. No.
Anyway, so more on that very soon.
I'm not always this bossy, by the way. I promise. Oh my god. I don't randomly go around and say zip it to people like that. I don't.
So that's it for our 10 facts about the Violet Reality video.
Is it though?
Yes, it is.
But
it
side
is.
facts, everyone.
We'll have to come up with a sequel. 10 more facts.
Do you
about
remember
the
when
Violet
we used to
Reality.
do like purple request? Request. How do people pronounce words like this? Request. That's it. That was fun. I want to do that, but then like a Violet Reality, whatever. Just let us know if you'd like us to do a more relaxed video like this again at some point.
Yep. And if there's other things that you want to know about us, drop them in the comments.
And we might answer or not. Depends on what the question is.
We probably will. So don't forget to subscribe.
Yeah.
Hit the little bell for notifications.
Bing!
And we will catch you next time here on The Violet Reality.
See you later. I'm Kim Camilia. That's Casey Rain. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hi, I'm Elisa Fiorillo, and you're watching The Violet Reality on YouTube. All things Prince!